What's up, you guys? In this video, we're going to talk about 7 easy tips on how to lose weight without exercise, and we're starting right now. All right, and so tip number 1 is to eat more protein. Protein is one of the 3 main macronutrients, and so protein is the most filling of the 3. The more protein you eat, the more satiated you will feel just naturally. I don't know if you've ever eaten 8 ounces of chicken before or more than that, but you're pretty full afterwards. So the more you eat protein, the more naturally full you will be. Some of the best protein sources being chicken breast, ground beef, turkey, eggs, protein powders and bars, Greek yogurt, and stuff like that. The more protein you eat, the more full you'll end up being. And so tip number 2 is to track your calories and macros closely. This is way more important than ever before because now that you're not exercising, you definitely want to make sure you're in a caloric deficit, or else none of these tips are going to work. So to do this, multiply your current body weight in pounds by either 13 or 14. Choose 13 if you're planning on sitting all day at home. Choose 14 if you're not that sedentary but still not going to be getting much physical activity. Whatever number you get, multiply it by 0.75, and that will be a rough estimate of the number of calories you need to eat every day. Those calories may seem low, and that's due to not exercising. So lastly, what you want to do is track your macros with an app like MyFitnessPal. I have an entire book on how to do just that, so make sure to check that out in the description if you want to learn more about tracking macros. Again, this tip is very important since you're not going to be exercising. You want to make sure you're in a caloric deficit and hitting that caloric deficit every single day. Alright, and so tip number 3 is to drink a ton of water if you're not already doing so. I recommend drinking water in between meals, like after every bite. It will make you that much more fuller, making you want to eat less, which can lead to weight loss. Now, you should already be drinking a lot of water anyways, like 1 to 2 gallons per day. However, make sure to drink it with every meal. It will help a lot if you do. Alright, so tip number 4 is to practice intermittent fasting. Now, this is when you basically don't eat for the first 4 to 6 hours after you wake up. Now, this may seem tough to do. However, if you stay productive during those first 4 to 6 hours and you drink something like black coffee or sparkling water or any tea, those first 4 to 6 hours are going to fly by. Definitely just don't stare at the clock the whole time, or it's going to feel like forever, but if you stay productive, then you definitely will get through it. And it just takes a couple weeks of practice to get used to this, but I promise you it will benefit you so much. After that, you can eat normally as you would. I recommend starting off with a medium-sized meal and then eating the rest of your calories after that however you'd like, and just going on with your day as normal. It may seem like a tough task, but I promise you a lot of people have practiced intermittent fasting and they love it afterwards. So definitely give it a shot. Alright, so tip number 5 is to store unhealthy foods out of sight. I'm not saying you have to throw away all your unhealthy food or anything like that. Just store it somewhere where you can't always see it. For example, if you store it in your kitchen or somewhere that is always in sight, then you're more likely to eat it. For example, my roommate, she put Oreos on top of the fridge, and I always go to the fridge whenever I'm about to cook, and I always see the Oreos and I always end up munching on some. And so now we moved it to the pantry where I rarely go, or I don't go as often, and I rarely snack on the Oreos now, so it has helped a little bit. So that's one tip to do. And so tip number 6 is to sleep well and avoid stressful situations if possible. Stress leads to weight gain and can even make you hold on to that stubborn weight. Also, if you're not sleeping well, that can also lead to stressful situations and more stress in your life. So definitely make sure you're getting a lot of sleep. I don't think I have to tell you that. We all know how important sleep is, and it's even more important when you're trying to lose weight. So make sure you're getting those hours in. And so lastly, tip number 7 is don't drink your calories. Please don't do this. This is the fastest way to gain weight. It's the fastest way to drink 200, 300, 400 calories without even knowing it, and you won't even be full afterwards. If anything, drink something like Crystal Light or diet soda. That will help you a lot more with your weight loss journey. Don't drink your calories. And those are the 7 easy tips on how to lose weight without exercise. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video.